Backward Design for Project-Based Learning by Don DeBrielle. My colleague Jordan and I help faculty write and create media-rich multi-touch books using iBooks Author under the auspices of the Lynn University Digital Press. One fine day, Luis V. Martinez, a local veteran, needed assistance writing his memoir and came to Jordan for help. Fast forward to the Luis V. Martinez Veterans Independent Publishing Program, where our focus is to provide veterans a cost-free series of workshops assisting with memoir development, multi-touch book compilation, self-publishing, and social media marketing and promotion. Starting with the outcomes in mind, to create and publish a memoir as a media-rich multi-touch book on the Apple Store, Jordan and I used the Backward Design framework to reverse engineer the program into alignment with projects, tasks, and content. In the article, Understanding by Design Framework, the authors elucidate that a key idea in backward design has to do with alignment. In other words, we are assessing everything that we are trying to achieve, which results in a coherent and focused unit plan. Wiggins and McTighe, 2012. Further, backward design is best defined as a process that educators use to design learning experiences and instructional techniques to achieve specific learning goals. Backward design begins with the objectives of a unit or course, what students are expected to learn and be able to do, and then proceeds backwards to create lessons that achieve those desired goals. The Glossary of Education Reform, 2013. Using backwards design inherently dictates a cohesive and scaffolding learning sequence and positions students for success in attaining the learning goals. It also naturally eliminates any extraneous activities or materials by focusing on a final outcome. With that in mind, we created the following course learning outcomes using SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, and defined them using Bloom's taxonomy action verbs. Upon successful completion of the Luis V. Martinez Veterans Independent Publishing Program, participants should be able to construct an outline of chapters for their book, write a minimum of 5 chapters of their memoir, design a book cover, assemble copyright-compliant, Creative Commons licensed, or public domain images, employ interactive book widgets using iBooks Author and Bookery, critique peers' drafts by offering constructive feedback, create and publish their memoirs as a multi-touch book on Apple Books. We then outlined the topical modules and constructed the schedule with learning activities that would culminate into their final project, a completed multi-touch book. With this, I realized that backward design is extremely effective in creating courses for project-based learning, PBL. According to Perlman 2010, some of the main features of PBL are: the main teaching activity is the project. Projects are realistic, real-world. Projects are designed for complex problems and require critical thinking, collaborative activities, problem-solving capabilities. Students as workers and producers, constructors of knowledge. And students work and engage in self-directed learning. Further, the constructivist learning theory applies to this program because writing memoirs taps into participants' past experiences and places them in the center of the learning environment. We work together in a group setting for hands-on learning with iBooks Author software, and also have a writer's roundtable session for participants to share works in progress and provide constructive feedback to one another. In closing, I have found the Backward Design and Understanding by Design UBD framework to be virtuous in course design, specifically for PBL. Wiggins and McTighe, 2012, summarized the UBD model of evaluation as framework that reflects a continual improvement approach to student achievement and teacher craft. The results of our designs, student performance, inform needed adjustments in curriculum as well as instruction so that student learning is maximized. In other words, the proof of a course's efficacy is in the pudding of students' authentic performances. PBL demonstrates what students are able to do by the end of a course and what they can show to future employers. Critical thinking questions. What do you want your students to be able to do after they complete the course? How can your course help build students' portfolios? What can students show to potential employers after they complete the course?